What I want to do is I'm going to talk with you about something called future projection. Future projection, I call it future truth, but future projection is what you see out in the future that you want to create. People saw New York City before it was ever built in their mind, and that's what we want to build. Elon Musk saw Tesla and SpaceX before it was ever formed in his mind. He started asking questions. Naples, Florida, where we live, somebody saw that, a guy named Collier back in the late 1800s saw it, early 1900s saw it, and started building it because he said, I think that this is a place that would be good in order to have great neighborhoods with a beach. And see, this is why that with a future projection, or future truth is what I call it, because you're taking the truth about what you believe will happen into the future. It is one of the most powerful skills that you can develop. Every entrepreneur that has been successful understood about the skill of future projection or future truth. And we're going to talk about that right now, because I believe that the moment that you understand that when you start seeing in your mind something that you wanted to make happen in the future, that is really the art of vision. I've done so much leadership training, it's crazy. But I've always said, vision, when a leader has a vision, that's the art of seeing the invisible than touching it. Let me repeat that. I've done, untold countless number of leadership trainings, and I've always said, when you have a vision, when you craft a vision for your team, or when you craft a vision for your real estate company, or whatever it is, that is the art of seeing the invisible than touching it. That's why I always say entrepreneurs start with nothing and build something. And this is why that you can do the same thing. But when you start future projection, let's personalize it. What I mean by that is I have a saying, when somebody's walking, your goal is let me start this way. My mentor always said, Douglas, you want to build $1 million business? Absolutely. He says, make everybody feel like $1 million when you talk to them. Did you get that? That's what he said. He says, you want to build $1 million business or $1 million income? Yeah. He says, make everybody feel like $1 million when you talk with them. And so we developed this understanding that a person feels better about themselves walking away from you than when they walked up to you. Did you get that? That is key. That's future projection. A person feels better about themselves when they're walking away from you than they did when they walked up to you. And I do that all the time because I tell people how great they are and what I see in them that they don't even know. And this is the ability, future projection, future truthing, if you will, is to help people see themselves in a bigger place when they're around you. Did you get that? Help people see that they're going in a bigger place, they're going to have a bigger life, they're going to have a bigger future than they ever dreamed when they're around you. And this is critical. It's not hype. It's not any type of motivational fluff. Lord knows there's enough of that out there that I'm not against motivation, but let's get real sometime, because instead of motivation, how about a little bit of activation? And activation is where that motivation gets people excited. Activation gets people moving. Did you get that? Motivation gets people excited. Activation gets people moving. That's what future projection and future truth is, getting people to move into a greater place in the future, in a bigger place, bigger money, bigger job, whatever. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever done that before? Talk with somebody and just simply really, truly talk with them about how you see their future, and it's so huge. This is how that I was able to build a team. I co-build a team, because every time I sit down with somebody about joining our team, I will look at them and say, I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but your communication skills are incredible. And whether this is for you, I'm not sure. And whether you're for us, I don't know. But you can take that communication skill. You can make a fortune with it. This is why that a felt sense that their life is going to expand just by connecting with you. Did you get that? Future projection is when a person feels that their life, their future, their business, their everything that they have is going to expand in the future because they're connected to you. That's future projection. And this is why that I tell people your job is not only from charisma, which is a whole different animal within itself, but when you are a charismatic person, you always are lifting people up. You're telling them in advance where they're going, and you're always showing them the greater side of themselves that they rarely take a look at. That's what charismatic people do. Well, when you have that future skill of projection of future truth, people sense that their life is going to get bigger, better, bolder, and much grander in the future because they are connected with you. And this is why the people don't follow entrepreneurs. Did you get that? People don't really follow entrepreneurs. They follow the version of themselves they become around them. Did you get that? People don't follow entrepreneurs. They follow the version of themselves they become when they're around you. And that's why that when people get around you, you got to lift them up. You got to take them into the future and show them who they can really be and who they really are. And once they understand that, they're going to get addicted to you because nobody else takes them there. Nobody else talks to them about that. That's how entrepreneurs grow their business and grow a huge support structure for the company because of that one thing. You reveal to people who they really are when other people try to reveal who they are to them. It's the opposite. The average person wants to reveal. Let's say I'm the average person. I want to reveal who I am to you. But people that are entrepreneurial and have charisma and they're true leaders, I want to reveal who you are because you don't know. And this is why that people don't follow entrepreneurs. They follow the version of themselves when they're around you, and they get literally emotionally addicted to that feeling. Guys, I know what I'm talking about because I have people literally that have been doing business with me for over 20 some years. But yet it's the same thing. They have this thing that every time that we talk, I had a guy tell me the other day. He says, I don't know what it is, but every time I talk with you, I just feel better. It's an anointing. God gave me an anointing for a certain thing or several things, but what I'm telling you is it's an anointing, and that anointing can be not only transferred, but God can give you the anointing to be able to help people see themselves in a whole different way. And when people tell me that, saying, I don't know what it is, but every time I get around you, I feel like I can conquer the world. That's what you want, because now you're impacting them in a way nobody else is. The person who expands others. Did you get that? The person who expands others and their future become absolutely irresistible. Did you get that? This is why that I wanted to go through the psychology of the emotions here and talk about future projection, because I wanted you to see that, yes, you have a future projection out in there of what you want your business to become. But on the flip side of the coin is the future truth of who other people are just by being around you. And this is the reason why that the person who expands others' futures, lives, and possibilities becomes absolutely, positively magnetic and irresistible. And that's why that it's so important that you master this skill. And we're going to be doing a few other videos on this to getting into some more tactical stuff of, okay, let's take a hardcore look at what future projection really is in the trenches. We got those coming. But I wanted to introduce the concept because we're in this emotional psychology loop here, this cycle, this thing in videos. And I just want you to understand that because it's important, because it's worth a fortune to you if you connect to it, practice it, and master it. That's one of the reasons why future truth, future projection, not only of your business, but helping people see themselves in the future, who they can really be just by being connected to you. That's worth millions and millions to you. Guys, we're doing something special here. Subscribe to this channel. Save this video. You'll probably want to go through it again. Like it, love it. But most importantly, whatever you do, spread the fire.